Do you see many people come in your practice and say, I think I got an infection at the gym?
We do, actually, and so I think it's really important that point you made about cuts and scrapes and openings in your skin can't be highlighted enough. So wearing your gloves, wearing your protective clothing, because remember, your skin's function as an organ is to be a barrier. It's meant to keep the outside world out. And like you said, in gyms, you have this moist, warm environment. We're sort of incubating it on our mats. And so people have little cuts or scrapes. In fact, I think we have a graphic here that kind of shows how these infections start. But often what happens is you have like a little cut or a scrape in the skin, and then you touch some gym equipment, and MRSA, for those of you watching, is just a resistant form of Staph aureus, so methicillin-resistant Staph aureus. So now you touch a piece of equipment that someone else has touched with that bacteria. It actually goes into your skin, it becomes red, warm, pussy. This is more advanced once it's actually spread into your bloodstream. You can have fevers, chills, swollen glands. It can make you really sick. And if you happen to be on the wrong antibiotic, like it is a resistant bacteria and you're not on the right thing, then it can actually be life-threatening. It can require admittance to the hospital, IV antibiotics to be on the right thing. So you can't understate when you have that really red, hot, warm skin, that's true cellulitis, and that's very dangerous. So
and you can pick up fungal infections too. If you go to your yoga class, you're going barefoot on the mats, other people are barefoot, and obviously if you're showering there, which that's your call. I would may pass on that, but that's another issue, that fungal infections are very common.
Yeah, so wear those flip-flops in the shower and try not to sit naked on benches. You know, just use your judgment.
Yeah,
less exposed skin is definitely a good thing.
When I'm at a gym now, I don't use any of the mats because every gym will have 3 or 4 mats that 5,000 people have used before you, sweating on them. But be wary because there's a lot of things lurking at the gym. And again, the concerning ones, things like MRSA, but also let's not forget the influenza virus, the cold virus. We didn't test for any of that.
Yeah,
so,
and in terms of portals of entry for that, when you're thinking about viruses and infections that can make you like get the common cold, always think about your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Don't touch that equipment and then touch those openings there, because that's how you're
And that's where gloves worry me, because if you wear those gloves the whole workout and you don't wash once, by the end of that workout, people are constantly touching their eyes. It's a natural movement. So also always replace a towel a few times during a workout. Most gyms now have complimentary towels.
Okay, let's say you use the gym's towels. They're white on both sides. How do you remember which side you actually put on the surface?
That always is a problem.
So I found a solution, which is you just need to get a towel that has 2 different colors. You're like, okay, the gray is touching the mat. The gray is touching this. Or get a print so you know the difference. Or write your name on one side so you're like, I'm putting that side down, that's the contaminated side, and the other side's good to go. Because it's so hard to remember. I was like, I gave up halfway through my workout.
But you know what you're doing when you do that, Leslie, is you're practicing good gym etiquette as well. Because if you're sweaty, and let's say you're gonna lay down on a bench and you lay your towel down, you're not only protecting yourself, but the next person that rolls in isn't laying on your sweaty bacterial milieu of soup. And I think if we're all a little bit smarter, we're gonna be fine. But unequivocally, I have to say, if you can get to the gym regularly, the health benefits so far outweigh the risks of any kind of infection. Just be smart, because all these bacteria, they lurk everywhere. And if we swab our desk right now, we probably find some of those. So just be smart.
Leslie, any other take-home points for our viewers that you got from your investigation?
If you are concerned with cleanliness of the gym, you should spend some time there and observe the cleaning practices. I went at 11 o'clock at night to one of these gyms, and they weren't wiping down the machines, they were dusting them. So before you sign up, you should ask them, it's your right to be like, how are you cleaning the machines? What is the cleaning schedule? And just find that information out for yourself.
And if you can't afford a gym membership, I'll tell you what, bands, jump rope,
sit-ups,
a mat, and you know that the only person who's touched that is you. So whatever it takes.